There we are. And that way you can be able to see my stream a little bit, best you can. Not enough. It's on my D. Oh no.
Make sure my phone's on mute.
Give me just a minute here. We could be having a slight problem. I might have to fix this. I'm gonna have to move it. Yeah. I'm gonna hold on a minute.
You're good.
No, I'm having a slight problem here with a couple of these I'm trying to fix.
You're good. I'm in no hurry.
Let me see if I can trash a couple.
But I do have to go. But I do have to stop the stream at a certain time.
You're good. You're good. I'm trying to get rid of a couple of games here. That's why it's not letting me launch right this minute.
Okay.
So, for those that are watching my stream, yes, I am not feeling well. And yes, we are going to do some online. So, welcome to Bandits Gaming. Give me just a minute, guys. We're still working very hard to get this going. So, bear with me, chat. Fact chat. Let me go ahead and put my BRB sign. There we go. 1 minute. Okay, guys, welcome back.
What's your 1020? I don't see you on the screen.
I am by the bridge where.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
wait, come back to the freight depot.
Give me a minute. Okay, guys, so we are on this game that we have done before. I don't think y'all have seen me do this in a while, but since I decided to stream tonight, I will let y'all watch and enjoy. I'm gonna have to try not to talk so much because I'm still recovering, chat. Looks almost like a small upgrade a little bit. Okay, I'm at the big yard.
You're in the wrong yard. Go to the freight depot. Go to the map and teleport to the freight depot. Click map.
Okay, chat, apparently I'm going the wrong direction. Do y'all see this, chat? I went one direction, and now I'm going the completely opposite direction to get where I need to go. Wonder how confused of my directions I am today. But thanks to one of my favorite YouTubers, he is helping me get back to where I need to go instead of off the tracks. Off the tracks.
Click your M key to go to maps.
No,
And
I'm almost.
no, click M on your keypad.
I see it.
Then see the T box next to the freight depot?
Yeah.
Click on it.
Oh.
Now you just teleported.
Well, chat, instead of doing it that way, I've learned a different way. Oh. Look loud there, chat, but look at that.
This is one of my new locomotives, designated SFCRRY. Wide designation is yard switcher. And I'm not quite finished. I still need to order 2 more engines.
Oh, and chat, if you're wondering why I've been using Kleenexes all day, is because I'm still recovering from a sickness, which I feel sorry for, because I am still suffering from it. So, yeah, chat, y'all gonna have to bear with me. Do you need that switch on? That rear switch?
Now the newest. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start my video stream after I park these cars.
Do you need it backwards, switch?
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Let me.
Okay. I got it.
Let me check something real fast. I'm gonna teleport to the yard. I need to double check something.
Again, chat, if this is disturbing,
Okay.
please do not watch.
Good. Now all we need is one more class 48, and that'll be engine 12. And her name will be Emma.
I will say the decoration on the 13 almost looks like the front part of it looks almost like the General Sam. Just by a little bit.
The last 2 headlamp options give you the option of having antlers on it. I like the last one because it allows you to have the engine number on the front and sides of the headlamp.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Part of it looks like the General Sam, just by a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, she is waiting on you.
SFCRRY. Okay. Now we get the class 48. And we're gonna change the smokestack to that. Number 12, name.
I see you over there.
And boom. Now we get rid of the Montezuma engine because we only need the tender. Let me make sure. There we go. Let me go ahead and I'll actually use number 13 wherever she went.
No, she's still there.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, she's.
Now that I
Yeah, she's still.
all right. This I recall a version of this being on Train Simulator in the narrow gauge. Someone made a version. I think this engine design was, if I remember correctly, this was an engine built for the Denver South Park and Pacific Railroad. And I'm having a hint, I have a hunch that the drivers are not connected to the boiler. There's some sort of pivot going on, which allows it to go on. There's some sort of pivot pin that allows it to go around sharper curves. At least that's what I think.
Pull that trigger. Here, switch.
And after that, I'll start my stream. Switches are already aligned.
Make sure you get them put up. Theoretically, you could decouple with the cars, just kind of coasted it with somebody holding the brakes down.
I'd rather do it the safe way. Shove them into what that is, the car barn, for spare rolling stock and train consists.
Tinfoil.
It'll protect them from the weather, especially when it snows. It doesn't rain in this game yet, but it does snow during the winter.
Well, that's good.
Now we just set the handbrakes and uncouple. And that's the set will be for Betty. They really went all out by putting detail in this engine. All the doors and the windows open and close. And what's interesting that you can, both the engineer and the fireman can blow the whistle and ring the bell. There's a lever on each side and there's a rope on each side.
Alright, let's make sure you're clear first. Pull out.
Okay.
Just a little. Hey, you're clear. It should be clear all the way.
all the switches that came before the triple switch automatically kick through. The new triple switch does not have that feature yet. It's much like the two switches did in the old spline. If it's not aligned, you will derail.
That's simple.
So you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, you're clear back.
I wish they'd made a better whistle on this though.
Yeah,
It sounds terrible. My headlamp's not on. But it's optional if you have good practice. You can do a shave and a haircut with this engine.
that's simple. I gotcha. Park under that.
Oh, I need to add more coal. Hold on a sec. Let me turn on my headlamp. I don't know how that turned off on its own. Let's do it first player mode. Oop, we forgot to throw the switch. Back up.
Back into it. You're clear back. More truck. Yeah, here, stop. Now you clear.
Oops.
Oh, almost got ran over. Stopping.
And now we're going to couple on to engine 12. I need to have third player for this, but I'll blow the whistle in here.
Alright. Alright, clear back. Come on. Nice, and see now 13. Gotta have two cars to stop. go ahead and stop so I can pull the pin.
Wait, it's already in.
Check out it.
There we
Forward.
go.
Make sure you got her.
No, we're gonna. Also, I need to let me make sure the brakes are off. All right, I'm gonna let you take over. Back up slowly. We're gonna back up to retrieve our fuel tender. You might want to do. You might want to do third player.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
It's F.
Yeah, I know it's F. I'm trying to get to
You have to. You have.
There we go.
What I usually do. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go. All good.
Okay, we don't want to go too fast. 2 cars. 1 car. Car and a half. Slow to a crawl. And that'll do. We are hooked. Alright, I'll take over from here.
I'll keep an eye
Now
on
we
that.
Nope.
Whoa. Come back. She was not coming.
That didn't work.
Keep her coming. Nice and easy. Keep her coming.
Oh, hold it. The drawbar's not in.
Okay,
It means
you want to get it or me?
I'll get it. There we go.
Alright, try it this time.
That's the second time that's happened. Like, the drawbar mysteriously disengages.
Easy. Got less in the truck. Easy. Let them off. Easy. Let them off. Couple more inches. Couple more. There we go.
Make sure it's hooked.
Alright, pull forward just a slight 1-2 inches out.
Okay.
You want to try to make sure she still can pull out that 1 inch. There you go, please. And overshot. Back up. Stop. Okay, this time not even a quarter of an inch forward.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're aligned. There we go.
Alright, take it. Alright. Alright, back. Clear all the way out.
Make sure we don't uncouple this time. There we go. Now we just gotta put her on her track on the engine shed. Then I'll pull forward and back into my track. Then that's when I'll start my stream. It's almost 8. We're not gonna have a lot of time. feels like the tender brake is on.
Let me check. Go ahead and keep trying to pull forward. I'll check her.
Now it is on.
It's off. It's off.
Right? Clear it back up.
Clear. Step it to the side. Okay, that's easy. You are on the main line.
We're gonna throw that to the middle track. That's where Emma goes.
Oh, I see.
Anything with a tender, you set the brakes on an engine that has a tender. Always use the tender brake. No train brakes. That's how I'm able to keep any engine with an air compressor parked still without it being under steam, that's basically your parking brake. I have to pull to the very front of the shed. I'll know exactly where to stop.
Got your tenders in, you make the call.
I'm gonna line it up with that. About right there will do.
Alright, brakes coming on.
You set. Yep. Okay.
Alright.
Engine's in neutral. That's what I want it to do.
Alright, pull away.
Now at this point I can turn the headlight off because we're off the main line. All we have to do is pull forward and back onto my track.
You're clear. Oh, wait a minute. You should be. Nice and easy forward. You're clear.
It'll throw on its own.
No, I'm coming to rethrow it in a minute.
You can go ahead and throw it.
You're clear. You're clear of that. All right, everything for you should be
But
set.
neutral. There we go. At this point, I'm gonna start my stream.
Okay.
Basin.
Mm.
I need a custom thumbnail real fast. Give me a sec. Let me ready our engine.
Yeah, Ben, normalize that.
We're actually gonna ride together on this one. We're not gonna run trains yet. This is just an inspection move to catch up on what I've been doing.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to pull mine out.
You can take Chloe. She's already got her two tenders, and now you have a second. And eventually, you'll have your special coal-fired unit engine to run once once our line is stocked with coal towers filled with coal.
Yeah.
For now, I'm taking this engine, named after my great great grandfather, and renumbered to the right number. I had to completely redo my wood burning moguls and number them the right order.
Uh, you know how in Texas State you're able to have their engine out on display? Would you like me to pull my other one you were working on out on display, not run it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I was aiming to run for it, but she'll be all right. Let me see. This is where I was at. I want to say it's this one. It's underneath. Oh yeah, remote. Eventually, we'll get my engine out there.
Okay. We go up. Fuel on disk. Before I start the stream, I gotta copy and paste. Copy and paste. Then I go to Discord, go to my
you able to leave? I don't know if you want to. I don't know how long you'll be on. Would you like to leave the server up to me for a while, or would you like
whatever
to?
you do, do not go to the iron mine or the smelter just yet until I work out the bugs.
The iron mine, is that the one where we've gone before, or a different one?
Yes. The iron mine, we've gone to the iron mine before. But definitely stay away from the smelter because that's the one with a new bug.
Well, okay, I'm talking about the one where we've been to, where we take consistent freight to the freight depot out back.
Oh no, that's the usual one we do.
Okay, so that's safe.
Yes. Freight line to the freight depot. Line to the freight depot is safe. The only bugs I know of, there's one at the logging camp and one at the smelter. There's only 2 confirmed bugs. I'm thankfully I exit out whatever I'm doing and make sure the bug doesn't save.
Got a lot of engines in here.
Okay, now I go to here. There we go. This isn't, I'm not going to be on very long.
Okay.
All right, starting. What's going on, Texas for Rail fans? I'm Railfan Ryan, and this is Texas for Rail Fan 21 coming back with another Railroads Online video stream. Joining me as he has on numerous occasions is my good best friend, Texas Railfan Productions, who is now the railroad supervisor for my railroad. If you didn't see in my community post, I had some unwanted users, somehow they have got onto my server, and lucky for me, I was able to stop the server before they could do any damage. And for that reason, my railroad is only for people I know. My railroad is now private. It can only be, and it'll only be to the public when I do video streams. To start things off, we're gonna top off the W.R. Banks's water supply. Then we're gonna do the only thing we're gonna cover today is we're gonna do a ferry move run to Iron Basin Junction, which is at the foot of the mount, with the foot of the basin above the waterfall. I honestly don't know how much water this tender holds. Doesn't look full yet. And there's no way to tell. I can't look internally. It's very low, so oops. Yeah, it still needs to be topped off. As you saw in my last stream, I have built a new home for Betsy and Maddie, and there's also something else. Betsy's got a sister, and her name is Betty, and she's got a headlight. I decided, why not get another engine, a sister for Betsy. These engines will be kept here in this little shelter, which is actually my railroad museum that I made, complete with car barn down there, engine, fuel, and water crack down there. And these will be run on ceremonial. Engines will run on special occasions. They will make an occasional run with their 3 skeleton flat cars to the logging camp to the sawmill. Since their fire is out, what I'm going to go ahead and do is to let out the steam. Let out all the steam when I'm not using them. This makes it more realistic. That way I can fire it up so it looks like it's cold. Hold on a sec. Is it working? That's weird. There's something not right. My stream is not working. It's not right. Let me try this again. Okay, let's hope this works. Not letting me. What the heck? still there, Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll pull out my future engine. Just let it sit on display.
Let's make sure this works. There we go. We're live. Okay. What's going on, Texas Railfans? I'm Railfan Ryan, and this is Texas Railfan 21 coming to you with another Railroads Online video stream. As you saw in my last video, we have relocated my quarters. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on a sec. It's hard to multitask. I wanted to do this. There we go. As you saw in my last video, we have relocated my porter locomotives. And what happened, I accidentally forgot to save my work, and I had to redo everything. But not only did I redo everything, I went all out and got Betsy a sister. This is Betty, and what makes her different is she's equipped with a headlamp. So now I have a total of 3 porter locomotives. Texas Railfan Productions will be running his own trains, running the usual run to the freight depot and back. I'm going to be doing something different than that. Okay. There we go, cylinder cock's closed. Let's see if we are full on water. We are going to be taking my wood burning, one of my 10, now that I own 10 Cook Moguls, and half of them are wood fired, and the other half are the new coal-fired versions. On a separate video, I will give a tour once I have my other 2 wood-burning engines that I'm currently going to be using right now. Well, actually, just in the case it's just this one, I'll give a tour of my 10 stall Mogul house engine house. While that is filling, I will be away from my computer for a minute. Don't go anywhere. BRB.
Two, so that might be on. Alright, number two. Figure to yard.
For those of you watching, don't mind the noise. I'm multitasking. I'm actually making my dinner before we begin. So just bear with me, y'all. This will not take long. And I'm gonna eat and play at the same time. While I'm waiting for my dinner to finish cooking, let me retop the fire. Eat and play at the same time. Alright. And I am back. Let me check the temperature. You want a little bit more. I'm going to make sure that the switches are thrown. There is a new triple switch that I have to make sure is thrown correctly. If Garrett has his train, I need to make sure that is aligned. Just so you know, the switches are aligned for you to go into the freight depot first and not cross the crossovers first.
Tenfold.
So we're going counterclockwise around the freight depot loop, not clockwise.
Tenfold.
My water is nearly full. Ah, I'm gonna let that cool a little bit. Now let it cool a little bit. Weird. Looks like we're full. We'll see if I start to see boiler pressure climb. Actually, we're gonna reverse. get out and try to get out. There we go. Number 159 currently occupying the main. We'll be out of the way shortly. Okay, realign the switch. And we are good to back up. Turn on our backup lights. Load to a crawl so I can realign that switch for Texas Railfirm Productions and his train. Wait until we're all the way out of the switch. Almost out and realign. Okay. Alright. Now we can head to the south sawmill yard. Oh, turn off my backup light. We don't need that anymore.
Oh! No, we got a problem. We got a big problem.
Any derailments, Texas Railfin Productions?
We had a slight glitch, almost derailed the whole train. I checked everything, we're still good.
Just making sure.
10.
Let's see if I can do this correctly. I've never done this before. First time for anything.
I thought I pulled number 4 out, but it looks like it's in the shed.
Boom! First time. That is one way to throw a switch on the fly. Now we are clear. No, your engine's actually out.
Is it?
Looking good. I'm gonna probably go ahead and give a tour of this engine real fast. For those of you who don't know, oh! Looks like you left your auxiliary tender behind.
I actually left it on purpose, to be honest with you.
Okay, just checking. This is now officially his shed because I have given him a new engine, and here it is. It has his gamer's name, and it's wearing the majestic red, green with brass colors commonly found on the Denver, South Park, and Pacific Railroad moguls, which I have to say I am familiar with this paint scheme because as a G-scale model railroader, LGB came out with a Denver and South Park Pacific mogul, and that was numbered 18. But the difference to this one is that it had a diamond stack, but upon request of Texas Railfin, I designed this for him, and he gave me exactly what he wanted it. It's got a shotgun stack, and on the G-scale Denver, South Park, and Pacific 18, it's got a diamond stack. But this is going to be his bigger engine for any reason to haul trains over steeper grades. His other engine, which is my engine Chloe number 2, is a Montezuma locomotive. is a Montezuma locomotive. Built for speed, not really good for hauling grades. What happened?
Got thrown off the wrong track.
Whoops. I forgot to throw that for you. Let me get out of your way. Let me align you to go the right way. Then I'll reset those switches. Let me get out of your way first. And you're cleared. Sometimes the bell gets stuck. This has been a weird thing happening. Now it's stopping. Let me go ahead and reset those switches, making sure we're set. Let me reset that switch. Okay, now the switches have been reset. Let me double check that. Yes. And let me rethrow that switch, and we should be good to go. Now I just gotta wait. Let me make sure I'm off this switch. Yes, I am. Alright, rethrow that switch. And that switch is already thrown, so we are good to head to Iron Basin Junction, ladies and gentlemen, which is what our main goal of this video is today. Don't go away, I'm just adding more wood. There we go. No, you're aligned the right way. You're aligned to go to the freight depot first, like I said earlier. We're doing it the other way now. Let me slow down because I gotta realign a switch. Without there we go. The Casey Jones style, where he rescued, like when he rescued that little girl We froze on the tracks. Right now we're set to go the right way. Here we go. Thankfully, those unwanted users who were on my game this morning did not do any extensive damage to my route. For those of you who don't know, if you didn't see my recent community post, I accidentally left my multiplayer mode on, and when I was doing work on my route on my own, I had like two different users that I barely even know came and randomly started moving my equipment around. So because of that, um, my railroad is no longer can only be viewed on these streams, and people who want to run my railroad have to be a close friend of mine. This is just a precaution so no one randomly runs trains or deletes any track or facilities, which I do not want to happen. I practically built this road with my own two hands. There's our train that we're going to pick up.
We may have a slight problem with our train here.
What's the matter?
She is stuck on a switch and is about to fall off damage. Oh yeah, she's
Where?
off. She's off right deeper.
Which one?
The triple switch.
Oh, crud, I forgot to throw that for you. Hold on a sec. Let me stop what I'm doing. I completely forgot to throw that. My bad. Stand by. Me teleport.
I could try and maybe back her up a little, very carefully, but that might get her back on the rail, if anything.
Let me see what I can do. Oop. Okay, get off a minute. I'll re-rail her for you.
Okay, let me stick brakes on.
Ah, stop what you're doing.
Brakes on, brakes on, brakes on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a major derailment by accident. Let me see if this re-railing tool is going to help. Let me try this again. Yeah, these switches do not have a kick throw yet, as they are the newest thing on the game.
Yeah, that's great.
Come on, don't do this. Okay, let me try something else. There we go. That's one. Now for the tender. Okay, let me move Chloe forward slightly. Move it forward. And I didn't realize it. I have a train in the way.
Yep.
Okay.
My train can always sit and wait until you get yours cleared.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Everyone up and oh, never mind. Okay. Now you're reset. I'll go ahead and drop your pin. Set your pin in link. Set the handbrakes on those. Oh, they're already set. Okay. Your train is all back on the rails.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is take Anna M. Banks back to the South Sawmill Yard and park the train there.
Yeah, not on the track I'd be using.
Yeah, gotta be careful on those triple slip switches.
Oh no, I hear you.
Always go slow before you come to one. Currently, the main line has 2 of those switches. Let me back Anna back.
My chat. Remember, I'm still trying to Dark Knight 6. Yes, I'm struggling a lot today.
For those of you who have joined the stream, welcome. What you missed earlier, I accidentally had a triple slip switch misaligned from my good friend Texas Railframe Productions, and his engine was on the ground, so I had to help him re-rail it. And I realized that this train is in his way, so I'm gonna back this train back to the South Sawmill Yard and park for there for the time being. But I gotta throw a switch so I can go around the right way. I'm probably gonna have to use the big Y at the sawmill. And go ahead and stop. I almost overshot my switch. Alright, that'll do. like how the wheels lock when you have the brakes fully applied. That is a cool feature. Right, let me throw a switch. This is probably one of my longest trains on the railroad so far, besides my hopper train, which is currently parked split in half and parked at Iron Basin Junction Yard, which we'll see moment after I get this train pulled up. You'll be able to see that yard. Actually, we don't have to do that. What I'll probably, oh, I didn't realize I had the wrong lantern. There we go. Let's go ahead and back with the caboose pushing the train. I won't be able to see anything, but I'm gonna go slow just in case. Actually, no. Let's just go ahead and turn on the sharp leg of the Y very carefully. I could have parked it on that track. You know what? I'm going to park it on the other freight depot track. So let me pull forward. Actually, we can pull into that track. So we'll back up, pull forward, and we'll be facing the right way. It's been a while since I used that track. Finish my last corn dog. BRB.
We are having a issue trying to connect my engine together with the trailer with most pumps.
And I'm back.
Whoa, that is not what I wanted. Trying to just remove the May need a little help getting that engine back together. Yeah, I'm gonna get some help with connecting my train again. It is not wanting to couple up. Engine and tender.
I'll be right there to help you. Just give me a sec. I'm putting my train back. Going to be facing the opposite direction on its track in the yard.
10-4, we're holding. I'll be right back. Actually, no, what I'm gonna
Alrighty.
do? I'm also gonna do this for my stream. Alright, chat. Well, even though I've been sick and everything, looks like that our host is about to call it for the railroad night. So we're gonna have to see what he says. He's probably gonna call it. Now, just
I've already called it. I've already called it on my stream.
yeah.
And
Now,
unfortunately, I'm not gonna save what we did. It's just gonna go back to the way things were.
now, chat. Chat. We just checked my temperature. That's why I was one of the reasons why I was gone, and we just got back to 100. So it just went back up, and we're pushing.
I think you should call it, man.
Yeah, we're pushing everything we got to keep the temperature low, but it's still high.
Yeah.
Even without a stream, still we're pushing.
Why don't you go ahead and exit off the stream, exit off the game.
Alright. Well, hopefully we get more coal areas around. We can get that number 4 fired up.
I will get that done in due time.
True.
Are you out yet?
I'm leaving right now. But in the meantime, what I will continue to try to do is just pull her out for a display.
Okay, I'm leaving my session too.
Yeah, I just left.
And what I'm gonna do is go back to player 1 and and I gotta go.
Alright.
Now's not a good time. I'm talking to Garrett. What's up? My day is fine. Justin was understanding. He said, "You'll get there," but I went ahead and texted Kevin my struggle.
Oh shit.
It's not a big deal. All right, gotta go. Love you. Bye. Bye. My mother says hi.
Alright. I was trying to use the Kleenex, and in the midst of that, part of that conversation just went into the air by accident. But it didn't sound super severe, so. Alright, chat.
Yeah.
Chat, looks like we're gonna have to call it for my end. I gotta recover. I gotta get more sleep.
Yes.
To recover a lot. So we are.
What? Yes. Thankfully, no tornadoes. Just rain and lightning. The bad news is it was so crazy at Albertsons. The systems went down. The clock and sheet almost the time clock was malfunctioning. It almost didn't go through my punch out.
Alright, guys, let's say bye to Texas Railfan 21, and we'll catch
I
you on the
gotta
flip
go.
side.
Love you. Bye.
Alright, guys, our chat is saying bye to Texas Railfan 21. We gotta get some sleep and recover. Alright, chat, we will catch y'all on the next stream. Bye, guys.